You're boring the crap out of me.
You may wonder why I jumped from spot to spot and didn't speak that entire time. That's because this is Journey to Silius, and it has one of the best fucking soundtracks you will ever hear in an NES game. It is like liquid fucking sex being poured in your ears. It is so fucking delicious. You may have noticed that the title screen, I indulged myself by allowing it to stay up for much longer than I should have. And then also I jumped in a spot back and forth like a jackass. I like to think, I like to imagine there are people that somehow this is the very first time they've ever watched a Tenpei video. And they're like, so is this, is the gimmick of the Tenpei channel that he plays old NES games and jumps around while the music plays? Because I'm fucking on board. And then they cut me a big old fat check for $75. If I had $75 right now, I would walk out of this house straight to the White House. I'd be like, yeah, I'll be residing here now because I'm the president of the fucking United States. If you don't know anything about Journey to Silius, you play Jay McCracken. He has some really cool name like that. The plot is some kind of weird convoluted shit where his dad developed like DOS box and a terrorist wanted it so that they could run old Sierra adventure games. Some crazy shit. What you might not know, and that's not true because everyone knows this because it's common internet lore, this actually started development as a Terminator 2 game, which probably explains why you're in a ruined fucking future cityscape fighting robots as a lone human protagonist. But at some point, they either lost the license to Terminator or they realized that they didn't want it to be a Terminator game. And so they made up some weird plot to it about your journey to Silius, which is a weird name. Silius Black! I'm also getting my shit pushed in, I just realized. I have to blow this thing up and then fight a helicopter. Yeah! Oh, the boss music is so good. Just listen to it. God, God, this game is... It's a Sunsoft game. That's why it has good music. To fight a helicopter, we need a weapon. And the only true weapon to fight a helicopter with is a fucking shotgun. So helicopter's elemental weakness. Oh, or the little widget bobs that jump out of a helicopter. The shotgun shoots a scatter pattern. Scatter shot. Stop it. Scatter shot is the name of one of Irving's limit breaks from Final Fantasy VIII. That's your 10 fun fact of the video. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing because the music is too good. Okay, shotguns are for pussies. Machine guns is where they're at. That's why they call me Machine Gun Kelly. They don't actually call me that. That was, I think, a gangster that existed back in the day. Pretty sure he's in Oh Brother, Where Are Thou, but that's not important right now. Go home, blow your load, Chief. I got a machine gun. Because I'm a scarecrow in a cornfield, motherfucker. That was for Levi. I do appreciate it. Okay, my machine gun's out of ammo, so it's shotgun time. My shotgun's out of ammo, too. Oh, I have to use my handgun. The weakest of all guns. Alright, we're gonna... The helicopter should enter our stratosphere now, and we can shoot it to death. This game has such good music, dude. You don't understand. You just don't. You're sitting there, and what are you doing? You're eating a bag of corn nuts. You're, Oh, I got murdered by a helicopter. Even the game over screen has good music. What a shame. Okay. Time to make the prettiest fucking pony you have ever laid eyes on. That? What the fuck kind of color is that? Oh, that's a color a real horse could be. Really? Well, you could be a real asshole when you are. Alright. Where's mint green? That's not mint green. Are you fucking telling me that mint green isn't a choice? Oh, Jesus, dude. I don't know what we're gonna fucking make with this shit. Purple? What kind of fucking pony is purple? I'll tell you, a terrible Mary Sue pony that gets turned into a fucking alicorn and ruins the show. Red? With a yellow? Look at that. That ain't pretty. There ain't nothing to that. We could be so grimdark. We could be Edge the pony. My emo pony. That is too fucking yellow for a horse to be. Let's be. There's no right choice. The only winning move is not to be a pony. Okay, we're gonna be majestic brown. What colors are mane gonna be? Look at these ugly ass fucking mane. What am I supposed to do with this shit? I'm so fucking disheartened. Yeah. This is what we'll go with. That's our beautiful fucking horse. I just want to fucking die. Difficulty easy. Son. Hard. Hard. No. Let's just do medium. Action, jump. We got this. Brahms' Fourth Symphony. Is this a game for kids? Do you need to know music theory to play this fucking game? What are our choices? Rachmaninoff Paganini. Carousel music. The Puppet Wagon Puppet Show. Flute surprise. Butterfly. Greg. What is pony theme? Which Ooh, the Sugar Plum Fairy. I think I recognize that. Oh, the Hall of Mountain King. I know that song. That's the one that's like... Oh, my horse is getting impatient. Let's start. Okay. I hit one button and my horse... Where am I? My horse can't stop galloping. Calm the fuck down. Okay, that button rears back and whinnies. Got it. What? Either I am on a mind-altering narcotic or this game already makes no fucking sense. Okay, there's the bird of... What? I need to find a kayak, according to that bird's... Apparently I'm telepathic. Hey, look! You can prance about. Oh, that's delightful. Why walk when you can prance? I am going to prance. You have no fucking idea the lengths that I will prance. I'm going through the bridge that the married couple die in Beetlejuice on, apparently. These bats are hitting me and I'm losing horseshoes. Okay, I assume ponies drown because ponies can't swim. Horses can swim. How do you think horses got on a Shackleford banks if they can't swim? No, go get the horseshoe. What are you doing? How are you controlling this boat? You're not Ori. I got the... whatever that is, pentagram of life. Dude, do you have any fucking idea what's happening? 70 balls per second are being tripped by me. My horse has very defined eyeliner and eyelashes. Look at her strike that pose. You fucking slut. Okay. Well, here we are. Okay, apparently whatever that is not agreeable to fucking ponies because she'll have none of it. Oh, you can canter. Oh, well, that's not canter. It's more of a, prance. That was the word. Look at that frog in the foreground. With your big ass fucking neck. Give me the horseshoe. I gotta have it. Horseshoes are strange. If you build up thick... Oh, apparently I need a certain number of horseshoes to get through the fucking soul gate. Is this the precursor to Devil May Cry?
Good job.
Thanks, creepy guy. Hey, look, it's, Oh my, you stand still too long and bats come after you. My goodness. What is this, a shitty Season 4 episode? Okay, we're just gonna we're gonna gallop. We're not galloping, we're prancing. Snake! Horses hate snakes. If you play Red Dead Redemption and you're running on a horse wide fucking open and come up on a snake, that horse will throw John Marston and he'll land on the goddamn moon. Stop fucking strutting your shit. Well, lost a horseshoe. What a shame. I'll just have to collect more and floating keys. Does this game have a plot or, you know, anything? I feel like that wasn't even a bat. It was like a raven. Stop taking my horseshoes! Thanks, horse bomber. Fucking got your horse hooves in my pocket. Okay, I see some sort of... What are you doing? It's impossible to make this horse do what you want because she fucking... Everything you touch makes her lose her fucking mind. It's like having a real horse. If I had a horse, I would punch it in its horse mouth. But only if it deserved it. And it probably would. Are you a horse? You want to talk? Hey, what are you up to? Horsing around? That's not as funny as I'm making it out to be. Fine! Sit in your fucking magic cubicle. I don't give a shit. I'm too fucking cool for this shit anyway. You can't fucking handle the style of my majestic blonde mane and tail. I'm so goddamn beautiful. Fucking angels weep at the side of me, and then Doctor Who appears, and he's like, "Oh, the weeping angels, the Statue of Liberty, and such." The weeping angels are actually creepy. Oh, I have enough horseshoes to get through the Colas Gate, or whatever this fucking thing is. I really don't know what I'm doing, but tell me I did a good job. Thank you. At least that creepy voice will have me here to keep me through all this, to keep me straight and sober. That's a box with a 2 on it. First thing, that's the worst fucking Sega Genesis version of Hall of the Mountain King I've ever heard. And second of all, that is the smuggest fucking tree on the side of the screen. Look at it. No, don't be distracted by my beautiful fucking stallion mare. I assume my character is a mare. Either that or it's the most effeminate stallion I've ever come across, other than Brayburn. Okay. I'm gonna collect... Oh no, I need the apples. Don't you tell me I can't eat these apples. Is that a squirrel? Squirrel, can I have this apple? She ate it and got a lollipop. Like Dr. Lollipop. The king of all unicorns. Okay, so I have to manipulate a squirrel into getting things out of trees. Can't I kick the tree and the apples fall out in a neat basket? I've been filled with such horse-based propaganda due to the modern media. Let's just go back to prancing. Oh wait, I gotta eat this apple. Don't tell me I can't. Don't make me reference another Hot Diggity Demon cartoon.
Hey, stay out of my shed.
Speaking of staying out of my shed, look at this yellow-ass pink-maned horse. What does that remind you of? No, let's keep going. We're making the internet too mad. I don't have enough horse... Oh my god.
Try again.
What the hell was that? Couldn't you be like, oh, you didn't have enough horseshoes to go back and find them without this fucking derogatory screen? Why are you digging up with your hooves? How have horses and ponies lived as long as they have? They have no ability to maintain their life. Okay, apparently you ring that wind chime and the squirrel appears and knocks an apple down. I've had a squirrel, like, try to hit me with a pine cone before, but I don't think I've ever had one knock an apple out of a tree. Of course, I've never been in the vicinity of an apple tree either, so... Thanks for the key. I guess it did something? Okay. I have 8 horseshoes. I have 12 mash stick. Give me these apples. I will eat apples until I fucking explode. You know, apples are alright in real life, but they're annoying to eat. Appeal. It's the peel. They don't have a lot of appeal. Dad jokes. Okay, that eating apples reward. I guess I can advance. Yeah, stay in your fucking gumdrop cottage, you bitch. I want to see the design document for this game. And I also want to see the mortality rate of the development team, because all of them have to be dead by now. Okay, we're on the Bridge of Magic. No, I need that key. You don't understand. They do something? Question mark? I'm not even holding a direction. I'm just salaming. Horses have too many ways to move. What's... Oh. Apparently I activated the horse warp zone. Okay. Hey, you showed me a bleak glimpse of a pony and then a gazebo. Gotcha. So I need to find a purple pony and a gazebo. Everything makes you shit out horseshoes. Look at this barn. Look at that cow. What are you doing? Being an asshole? Fucking cows. Cows are fucking... Okay. This wagon has magically attached itself to my persona. What the hell? Apparently my persona can only drag it so far. Is that as far as you need to drag it? You can make your horse... I don't know what that motion is called. I don't know. I'm not up on my horseology. Hey, I moved the wagon. Is that good? Apparently it is, because the fattest fucking... That's what the keys do. Okay. Gotcha. So the chest gave me 2 horseshoes and another key. So, it's like opening a chest to get a key. Which I guess you do in Zelda games. That... Ow! Fucking bitch-ass pumpkin. Just because you have pumpkin downs doesn't mean... Sorry, I can't pay attention to you when my character is fucking strutting around like that. What's this do? Hey, can I interact with you? You look like an interactable object, but I don't know. Oh god, the fucking Nosferatu bat came down at me. Well, is that hay? Which horses to eat and get lollipops? Dr. Lollipop. If you haven't watched... Okay, hold on. The music. The sound of music. I wish I knew what was happening. I really do. But I don't. Do you? What is that? Is it like a cat in a honey pot? Okay, honey cat. What you doing? What? You must be in link with a butterfly because you thought of a purple pony And a gazebo. Apparently purple pony gazebos are all the fucking rage nowadays. Who knew? Hold on, I have to eat this apple. Do horses like apples? I don't know anything about horses. They're so strange. They're fucking huge and they got these big ass heads. And you're like, oh hey, a horse, and it turns and looks at you and your soul ripped from your body. That scarecrow is a living entity that I murdered. Scarecrow murder! That's a will-o'-the-wisp or something. I don't want anything to do with it. Oh, we can get through the gate. We have to get to the end of this and fight Horse Virgil. Now I'm imagining Virgil from Devil May Cry as a pony. That has to exist. I'm going on the internet as soon as I'm done with this video and I'm finding out that's a real thing. Stop whinnying or whatever that's called and fucking gallop and canter. They apparently proudly announce the crops they're growing with signs in this region. That's... sunflowers aren't a crop. This is the part where you go, people eat sunflower seeds? No, they don't. People put sunflower seeds in their mouth to kill time. Hold on, there's a cutscene or something happening. This is turning to Final fucking Fantasy. That's a spoiler teaser prelude. Well, the music stopped and my character stopped to fucking... What? Stop being so fucking horse-like and open the goddamn chest. Oh, hitting these things makes music play and the owl fucking jives up there. Well, I got horseshoes and some sort of geometric item. Apparently I have to collect fucking multi-sided objects. It doesn't even... The game doesn't tell you the plot. The opening, you saw it. There was like an eyeball looking at a crystal ball. And then some ponies exploded. And the pony you're playing as got sad. That is a fucking disturbed rabbit. Hey rabbit, how you doing? I'm a pony. You want a carrot? That's original. Fucking sheeple rabbit. Hey, a sundeus. Those are cool. Why does everything think of a purple pony in a gazebo? I don't understand. Nothing is real. Hey look, it's a statue of the Greek god of pony. Ponicus. If you try to jump when you're too close to certain objects, your pony gets so offended. Once again, I am not holding a direction. I'm pressing the jump button. I feel like when a horse jumps, it has a special name. It's called something different. Like in a steeplechase, when you get on a horse and you're like, I'm gonna jump all these fucking steeples. And they're like, they're not actually steeples, they're like hurdles. And you're like, well, then why? Okay, the Flight of the Bumblebee is playing, and bumblebees are dropping what apparently is sulfuric acid, because the mere sight of it is making me shit and hemorrhage horseshoes all over the goddamn place. That's a carousel. Are those living ponies impaled on it? Because that is horrifying. No, my character, stop. Oh my god. Why is the fucking hobgoblin from Spider-Man attacking me? What is happening? I don't understand. This game has no direction. Somebody tell me what is happening. Why is there one other real pony in the... Okay, well, apparently I did something on... Is that the... It's the purple pony! Now you're thinking of a carnival cart carriage and you're throwing hearts at me. That's a thing purple ponies do, I guess. And you're going. Are you in my inventory? I don't... Oh! Is that you? Was that a fucking astral projection? Do you have the sheep talisman from Jackie Chan Adventures? What is this? God, I wish I had any fucking semblance of a clue of what was going on right now. Sorry, I had to burp. As if you couldn't tell. So do I Do I interact with you? I don't know how to do any... Apparently I do. Okay, I'm using gypsy horse magic. Okay, I saw that earlier. That's the statue of the Greek god of pony. And you're giving me more hearts? Are you going to enter my inventory too? You did. I am fucking lousy with ponies in my inventory. I'm going to go to a fucking pawn shop. I'm going to go on Pawn Stars. And that fucking bald motherfucker and his old ass dad are going to be there. And the bald motherfucker's going to be like, what you got for us today? And I'm like, well, Rick, I have several ponies in my inventory. And the old man's going to be like, what the fuck are we going to do with ponies? I'm going to be like, well, you could shut the fuck up and do us all a favor and die, you 100-year-old fucking monk. How did this become such a rant on Pawn Stars? Alright, wasn't the statue of Ponycles back here? Stop being offended by the environment, you picky-ass fucking equine motherfucker! Okay. Hey. See, that's it. Oh, I need a triangle, of course. It's so fucking simple. No wonder the game developers didn't feel the need to actually tell you anything. It's intuitive fucking game design. Look at that parallax scrolling background. I have to canter over so many things. I still don't think canter is a name. Why do bumblebees hate me? Are bees and ponies natural enemies? Is there something to do with this well? Is a little girl from the ring in there? Oh, hey, I got, it looks like a shield. I got the grass crest shield, so my stamina regen rate is going to be fucking amplified. There's Carousel Boutique, and it's as horrifying as ever. That's a sign that I'm coming up on the Golden Gate Bridge. I don't know. There's the carnival fucking thing. I don't have enough horseshoes. I'm going to be chastised. I'm sorry, creepy voice guy. I didn't realize it was going to disappoint you that badly. Okay, there are carrots here. Wasn't there a bunny that wanted carrots? Fucking hate bunnies. Bunnies are assholes. I mean, did it put the carrot in my inventory? I don't see it at the bottom of the screen. Guess we'll find out when... Okay. Okay. Left, right, left. Gotcha. I'll pay attention this time so that fucking Al Jolson up there doesn't get so fucking sad. Okay. Thank you, Al Jolson. I have so many goddamn horseshoes, you have no... How do I get down there? Do I need the horse Maru Mari from Metroid? Do I have to be a Samus pony? I was about to ask this... Okay, that's what you do. But I was about to ask the stupid fucking question of whether or not there was a Samus pony, when we all fucking know that there's a Samus pony somewhere lurking in the bowels of the internet. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we got horseshoes for days, baby. There's the Deus. What are you thinking about, Flower Man? Last time you thought of, okay, you're thinking of the Greek god of ponies, Ponicus. Who's right here. Once again, I don't have the triangle of life. Life is symbolized by a triangle. You know, like the Holy Trinity. How have I managed to play this game so much longer than Journey to Silius, which is a really good game? Well, it's an okay game, but with really good music. I'll never know. Oh god, the bumblebees. I just don't understand why bees hate ponies so much. I guess bees like have an internet forum, and it keeps getting bombarded with pony image macros, and they get mad. They're like, fucking ponies, global ban on that shit. Okay. Here are your horseshoes. Are horseshoes the currency here? That's can you imagine living in a world where shoes were currency? Oh, I was talking about horseshoes earlier. I was talking about how, imagine if you build up thick enough calluses on your feet that you could nail metal to the bottom of your feet and, you know, walk. Oh god, we're back to the warp zone. I guess we'll go to this one now. This game, you need some Emma. I was in a cave. Go back in the cave. This is what was at the beginning of the game. I guess I have to go this way. A spider wants a triangle and a hobgoblin. You need the words. We developed the language so that we can communicate without the need of crude images, okay? You motherfuckers. Alright, we got this. We got this. This reminds me of the caves from Friday the 13th on the NES, which is a terrible game. I am fucking loaded in horseshoes. Fucking horseshoe inflation's gonna kick in. I got so many. Open that chest. More. We finally got the triangle. Hell yeah. I'm surprised I have room in my inventory. No, it's the hobgoblin. Run. Its nose is so big and comical. It's like Cyrano. Okay, back to the spider. He said something about the triangle. But we also need the triangle for the Ponicles or Poseidon. I don't remember the name I made up for the Greek god of ponies. Did they even have ponies in Greek times? Or did they just have horses? You interact with that spider, god damn it. Or don't. I don't fucking care. It's not like I wanted to fucking interact with a spider or anything. Baka. Okay. Okay, we're back here. Let's head to the Ponicles bust. Shut up, fucking hummingbird. I've already done shit with the purple pony. There's the angry pumpkin. There's a balloon. That, I still say that's a cat hiding in a honey pot. What do you think? Oh, no, it's an owl. Owls look like cats hiding in honey pots. That's why their Latin name is Cataphilanicus honeypoticus. Everybody knows it. Eat that apple! I'm still skeptical of the nature of horses and whether or not they like apples. There's a house, like, a little ways up the road from where I live that has horses in the front yard. I'm gonna get an apple and walk up to it and, like, be like, you want this apple? And then you'll read on the news, dumbass will trample to death by horses while taunting them with an apple.
Good job.
How long have I been playing this? Is this even 1EM gaming anymore? This should be called OMG Pony by this point. Okay. I don't need any of your bullshit. No, I'm not going to solve your fucking Zelda puzzle. You fucking condescending owl motherfucker. I got a triangle. I got a date with Ponicles. You sit right there and be a useless fucking rabbit. I got this shit on lockdown, baby. I'm like a brash young Missile Command intern. I got this shit on lockdown. Ponicles, here's your triangle. Now the Wind Waker comes out. And purple pony! Tree! Anything else? You want to elaborate? Or do you want to shit hearts out of your fucking cooter? Cooter. Who was the last person to ever call a fucking vagina a cooter? Okay, well, I apparently need to find a tree. I guess each of these geometric shapes corresponds with rescuing one of your multicolored pony friends. Or acquaintances. Because everyone knows acquaintances is sorcery. That's my off-brand version of a popular children's cartoon. Okay. Can you die in this game? I guess not. I guess when you get hit, you just lose horseshoes. And then when you get to the end of the level, it's like, it turns into Forrest Gump, and it's like, but Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no horseshoes. I really don't know how I've managed to drag this out so far. I just don't know.
Good job.
Thanks. Is that a real human being saying good job? Or is it... I don't... The last... If you're wondering why I'm not talking, it's because my head is buried in my forehand in a Jean-Luc Picard-esque pose of face palming. Because I just don't know what's happening. This bridge thing was on a sign earlier, but when I rescued that purple pony, she thought of, like, oh, apparently the farm is done because there's an X over it, so let's go to the Cave of Wonders. Can we kill ourselves? Let's do it. No, we can't. In the wonderful world of crystal ponies, suicide is not an option. It's like I have no mouth and I must scream. Am has turned you into a fucking slutty pony, and you have to spend the rest of your life in a colorful world of nonsense. Oh. Oh shit. Am I actually playing a video game now? I can't fucking believe it. I have sat here, I don't even know how much time has passed in a daze, watching a bunch of lights and bullshit flash across the screen. And now the game is like, oh, you can play now. No, I could take the tutorial, but we've already watched 6 hours of cutscenes. Let's just do whatever the hell we're going to do.
Time to repent.
Black Mage, Savior, Dark Muse. She keeps changing. Let's attack, guard, thunder. So we want to attack. And then guard. Blitz, I recognize from Final Fantasy VI. But I don't see the connection because that was a good game. And this is whatever the hell this is. Cast Thunder, I guess. I don't... When did this become Final Fantasy? When did this happen? I don't... It's like I wasn't paying attention. Guard? I didn't guard properly, I guess. Become a Dark Muse so I can heavy slash. Okay. Like, I stopped paying attention to Final Fantasy and this happened. This is what it became. I'm just as much at fault as anyone else. I could, but then again, what could I have done to stop it? Called up the guy that made Final Fantasy. I'm sure Shigeru Miyamoto knows him. I can't heavy slash. There we go. Boom. Anubis. I don't think that's how you spell Anubis there, Chief. Can I move? I can? I just... I've never played any of the Final Fantasy XIII games. Which, first of all, it's a fucking travesty that I have to use a plural S at the end of Final Fantasy XIII game. But I don't want to be like I was when I played the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance demo, but I don't think there's any fucking redeeming this shit. Like, I've gone back and learned how to play Revengeance since I bought a copy of it, and it's like, it's this fun video game where you do things. But what is this? What is it? What are you wearing? Lightning. I feel like I can't call her out that her name is Lightning since I accept that there are previous Final Fantasy protagonists named Cloud and Squall. But still.
Deemed safe. I guess that means clearing out all the monsters.
So, attack enemies using right bumper. Strike preemptively for an advantage. So this has become Persona. Because that's something you could do in Persona. Enemy begins with 10% less HP. Let's just beat it to death. I'm going to treat this like my warrior playthrough of Dark Souls. And I'm just going to run up to the enemy and mash it to death. The thing is, the reason I'm so offended by this is that growing up, I fucking loved Final Fantasy. Like, I lived and breathed that shit. It was the fucking king of video games. I remember playing Final Fantasy 1, and that's not even that good of a game. No, I'm not gonna fucking take a guarding tutorial. But I remember playing Final Fantasy 1 on the NES and being intrigued by it. And then I didn't really play Final Fantasy 2, otherwise known as Final Fantasy 4. But I remember getting Final Fantasy 6, and I loved every fucking second of it. That game, I wish that game could be fucking melted down in a vat and put in an IV and dripped into my veins. That's how much I love Final Fantasy VI. And then Final Fantasy VII came out, and my God, I had never experienced anything like it. It's not the greatest game of all time like some people make it out to be, but I'm telling you, like, it was a fucking cultural phenomenon. I remember talking to people I knew who had never even touched an RPG, and they were talking about Final Fantasy VII. And I remember sitting around the fucking lunchroom and cafeteria table in my high school and talking to my friend Tommy, who you'll know if you're a 10 Faith True Believer, about Final Fantasy VIII and how it was fucking amazing. And I remember buying Brave Fencer Musashi, and that game is good, but one of the #1 selling points of that game was it came with a demo disc that had Final Fantasy VIII on it. And I remember playing that demo of Final Fantasy VIII and being so fucking pumped, dude. I could not fucking wait. And then I remember the Christmas that I got Final Fantasy IX. It was the same year I got the PS1, the little, slim PlayStation, because my fat original PlayStation had stopped reading disc. I had worn it out. And I remember that Christmas, and I remember playing Final Fantasy IX, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking beautiful, dude. It's like a classic fucking RPG throwback to the Final Fantasy I love. And it's just, everything about it is fucking beautiful. And then, even after that, I remember going into a Best Buy in Wilmington, North Carolina. And I remember seeing Final Fantasy X. It was released early, dude. I remember seeing it on the shelf, and I could not fucking believe it. And I bought that shit. And the entire 2-hour drive home, I remember reading the manual to it, because video games had manuals back then, and it was fucking beautiful. And I remember putting that shit in, and even though Tidus is not the most likable character, and he wears a shitty fucking yellow shirt that shows off his fucking chest, I remember playing that game and being fucking mesmerized by it. And I remember reading magazine articles about Final Fantasy XI, and I could not fucking contain myself, dude. I was like, are you telling me I can go into a persistent, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering or slurring, a persistent world with other players and engage in Final Fantasy adventures, and not only that, but I can be a kawaii as fuck fucking cat girl, Red Mage, the greatest class in Final Fantasy history. I was fucking sold, dude. I played Final Fantasy XI for hours and hours and hours, even though I shouldn't have. And, like, I just don't know. I don't know what happened to Final Fantasy. I mean, I guess it has to evolve with the time, and I guess there are people who like 12. I mean, I got 12. I played 12. Here's what I remember about 12. You play as Van. You wander around the desert. He's useless. He's not the main character. Then Balthier, who's a suave motherfucker, and Fran, who's a bunny girl with a tight ass, appear and join your party. And then the game ends, because I never finished it, because that's all I remember. And then 13 came out, and I can't do it anymore. Square, I can't fucking do this anymore, dude. Okay? You don't understand. I know that you probably have to keep with the times, and people demand shit like what I'm controlling right now. I have one hand on the controller making lightning, quote unquote, run around a room. There are words on the screen and lightning is speaking them. I am not listening to them. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. What is this? You go back to 1994 and you tell 1994 me, who's doing the Opera House sequence of Final Fantasy III on the Super Nintendo, that eventually Final Fantasy is going to become a convoluted, unplayable mess. You tell him that, and you watch the fucking look in his eyes as his heart breaks. I'm sorry, Pastor Me. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. I'm sorry I couldn't save you. I just don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. What is happening? I just don't know. Like, I'm going to mash the B button on this controller, and I'm going to see how that ends, how that works. You can hear it. I'm going to hold the controller up to the mic. You can hear me tapping the B button. Let's see if I win this fight by tapping the B button. You know, maybe that doesn't work. Maybe I need to use strategy. Strategy? In a modern Final Fantasy? What has the world come to? What? She can just change jobs? That reminds me of 10-2. Which I played. I'll admit I played it. I don't understand why 10-2 decided to make Yuna fucking Daisy Duke with dual-wielding Lugers, but I played it.
Fate is what it is.
Like, I don't know, man. I feel like just gaming, like video games in general, have just left me behind. I'm a relic of a lost age that nobody cares about. And why should they? I used to play video games when it was just a sprite on a screen, when you had an objective. You didn't have to watch a Michael Bay movie to play a fucking video game. This is a really weird 1 AM gaming, because it starts with a really self-indulgent look at the music of an NES game, and then it's like 6 hours of me making thinly veiled friendship is magic references while I run around as a pony, and then it's me bitching as a 900-year-old man about the state of Final Fantasy. So I don't even know what I'm going to name this episode. Nothing makes sense. Anyway, the wind blows, dude. That's going to be the name of the episode. Anyway, the wind blows, because nothing really matters to me. Nothing matters to me. I guess my HP is low and I'm dying. Can I, do I have an inventory? Can I use items, recovery items, X potion? Yes, I'd love to use an X potion, thank you. Also, Lightning she had like a gun sword and jumped around on trains, and there was a black guy with an afro. Like, even in the context of the little sliver of Final Fantasy X that I'm familiar with, I don't know what the fuck is going on. What does the Blitz button do? Ever since Sabin Reign Figaro of Final Fantasy VI, the Final Fantasy series has loved the word Blitz. It's a cool word, though. I think it's German for lightning. I don't know.
Did you notice how the people here call Snow the patron?
No.
He's in charge of this city, and has been for a long time.
Oh, God.
The patron? I don't see it. Sure, he liked
God,
to
I'm
look
gonna
after
try to
people,
get...
but lording
Please
it
let
over
this
an
demo
entire
be
city.
short, dude. Please let this demo be short.
Just trying to help everyone.
I do not know how much I can take, and I don't know how much my viewers can take. I have a small, dedicated fan base, man, but I don't know how much of this bullshit they could fucking handle. I guess you just change classes a lot and then do shit. I'm just mashing buttons. I really don't know what's going on. All this flashy cinematography, and you might call me a hypocrite because, like, starting with Final Fantasy VII, the shit got pretty fucking flashy, what with the summon animations and limit breaks. But even with that shit, you knew what was happening. Like, even Final Fantasy X was turn-based, so even with all the crazy shit going on, you had a moment to breathe. But with this, the camera's fucking flying all over the damn place. I don't know how to express my feelings without sounding like a stereotypical old man who talks about the kids and their MTV and their baggy pants, but I just don't know. I'm just so fucking worn out, dude. I just don't have it in me to get into this shit. Are you a fan? Okay. Here's a fucking... Let's get real. Getting real with Tenfei. If you're a Tenfei true believer, and you have to be if you're watching this because there's only like 12 of you, are you a fan of Final Fantasy XIII and its sequels? And if you are, just explain to me why. I will read it. I promise you I will read it. And I'll respond to you. But I just want to know what the appeal is. I mean, if you like flashy anime stuff and girls with pink hair and all that stuff, I mean, I guess that's alright. But I just don't know. I just don't know what is going on. There's an enemy in the room now, I guess? Oh, I guess I got hit. I begin with less HP. I guess there's a slight threat or danger to this fight. Oh wait, there's not. Well, that's unfair of me, because in old Final Fantasies, I mean, you can get in random battles where you can just mash attack. So, I guess because there's so much flamboyance and pomp and circumstance behind it is why I'm being so critical. Alright, we climbed up a ladder. Lightning, what are you wearing? What are you fucking wearing? Why is your name Lightning? Why is my name Florida? Florida is a state. Okay. I feel like I just realized how much I was ranting earlier. Is that like a cat, dog, sheep, bear? I guess it is. Okay, well, live your dream. I looked over at the right and I just noticed it says 6 days left. And I'm praying to God that that is somehow the game. This demo of Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns is measuring my lifespan. Because I don't know if I can go longer than a week, dude. Go to hell. Nobody wants to fight you. Let's get to the end of the demo. We're just going to fucking tank our way there. If I hold the left trigger down, she runs a little bit faster. It's straight corridors because... Oh, she has a stamina gauge. I gotcha. Can I get a grass crest shield for this bitch? Maybe a chloranthy ring? A little bit of green, whatever that green shit is that you can farm off the little stingray dudes in Darkroot Garden. Green blossom, green something. A series of corridors. I guess the reason 13 and its ilk has to use series of corridors is that they're expanding so many resources into the graphics and, you know, overall presentation, but still. Of course, I guess the old Final Fantasies, the dungeons kind of had a preset path, but at least it felt open-ended. At least it felt like something was happening. This demo is too fucking long, dude. I just don't know where I am or what's happening. I don't feel like I'll ever be putting an addendum on this video like I did 1AM Gaming 17. Because I don't think there's any fucking redeeming this shit. Also, where did Lightning return from? I'm unfamiliar with the plot of 13. All I know about 13 is Lightning and some guy with an afro and guns is in it. And you get like a rub-on tattoo appears on your arm, and if you don't do whatever that wants you to do, you turn into a fucking crystal or some shit. Like, and there's you run down hallways. I'm backtracking, aren't I? I have to. Yes, this is a room we've all been. Okay, there's an exclamation mark there. That must mean something, right? No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay, you have something above you, so I'm going to kill you. That's my ethical barometer, is if you have an excellent, you know, some sort of punctuation floating above your head, then I'm going to kill you.
I saw this coming.
I say that so in case you ever break into my house and happen to be wearing your official Metal Gear exclamation mark headband that makes a little exclamation mark float above your head, I'm going to kill you. And I will be justified. I mean, they have me in that courtroom, and they're like, Mr. Ben, can you care to explain why you stabbed this man 35 times? I'll be like, look, dude, he walked into my room, and there was an exclamation mark over his head, and what else choice did I have? I spammed attack until my gauge ran out, and then I pressed right bumper and turned into a dark muse and heavy slashed him. And hit him with an attack and a frost strike, and spammed the attack button, and then I became a black mage and cast Blue Zaga and used rapid fire and quick freeze. And the judge will be like, you can stop right there, son. I know where you're coming from. You're a good boy. You a good boy. That's why I'm finding you not only innocent, but I am awarding you emotional restitution in the form of 1 pot of cheese grits and 1 can of Vienna sausage. And I'll be like, Your Honor, you're a saint.
There has to be a way to get through. I'll look around.
I can't believe I'm still playing this.
Easy does it like
It is
when that door opened,
1 in the morning,
chaos readings in the whole
so
area spiked.
you can't
The
call
source
it
of the chaos
not a
is
1
in
a.m.
the
gaming.
house, right?
I'm not fighting you. Oh, did we get a cutscene? Oh boy. Oh, looks like we're in a boss battle. Staggering tutorial. You think I'm gonna read it? We fucking. This is America. Alright, let's stagger him. Thunder? No, he doesn't really seem to care. Blaze? Burst. Is that when you make Blaze burst? By Blaze, I'm referring to Blaze the cat. There were 12 Days of Sonic when I played as Blaze the cat. And she was so purple. And so fiery. And so flat-chested. But I digress. Okay, he doesn't take damage. I guess if you read the tutorial... Oh! Well, that blizzard seemed to have a... Okay. He's fallen down, so can we hit him now? Is this like some sort of... Is there actual strategy to this game? Maybe. I don't know. I'm still somewhat skeptical.
I will fight evil.
I might be getting into hypocritical territory now as I refuse to learn how to play a game. I'm kind of getting towards where I was with Revengeance, where I didn't know how to play the game, so I called it bad. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this game, you know, doesn't really redeem itself just because you can stagger a boss. Hey, look at that! That was certified deep, so I put in that motherfucker. He staggered! Get him! Beat the shit out of you, dude. I got this, son. I got the high level strats. I'm gonna go into Wowhead and fucking, they're gonna be like, oh my god, we never even thought about this shit. You knew how to beat that boss? And that, you know, if everything disenchants into the backpack, that is a super obscure joke for people that used Wowhead back in the day. So if you're one of those people, you're welcome.
Evil has a price.
Evil has a price. I'm gonna assume that staggered him. No? Yes, no, yes, no. My god, this motherfucker has too much HP! There's too much Flash and Michael Bay shit going on. I can't tell what's happening. Let's mash. That's all we can do. My favorite fucking 70s-esque era drama set in the Vietnam War. MASH. Actually, what time period is MASH from? All I remember about MASH was that I used to watch the Disney Afternoon when I was a kid, and when the MASH theme started, I knew that love was over, and there was no fucking hope left in this world. Oh. Lightning died. What a shame. What a shame. Yeah, it's inappropriate for children because they fucking should have standards. Just ripple into the damn end of the video bin. What are you doing with this shit?